have tipped off the third camp game here from the EBA All-American Camp Upperclass Girls Division. This matchup features Team 6 versus Team 4. For the sake of the scoreboard, Team Black versus Team White. You can already see a good amount of size on the floor here for this matchup as they try to cut the baseline off there for 263. Kennedy Roberts-Rosser stepped out, and so it will go the other way. That's Bree Tolley on the inside. Can't get that shot to go. You were able to see Tolley a lot on SUVtv during this past summer at the Peach State basketball slate of events as we had her in her Central Florida Elite basketball program on air several times. Under the 13-minute mark here. It's 264 with it. Michaela Thompson. Tolley gonna try the free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by number 87, Hannah Merkel. No good on the second effort is Roberts-Rosser. Rebound by number 268, Alexis Starks. Remember seeing Starks play at the Midwest Showdown there, hosted by All Ohio. They're back on Memorial Day weekend. Love how Starks does not mind mixing it up. Gonna run the floor and be physical. Great rebound there. Now gets it ahead to Ariel Scott. Scott to Tolley. Two EYBL participants connecting there. Tolley, part of CFE, as we mentioned. Ariel Scott representing the Indy Lady Gym Rats. Same program as Blair Green, who really lit it up in the camp game matchup prior to this one. They didn't get the W, but it wasn't because of a shortage of scoring on Blair Green's end. Team White just came up short.
You're talking about Scott. She's one of, if not the best shooter in the country in her class. You know, she kind of really solidified that on the EYBL scene. Shot lights out at a Hanson's Check Me Out Nation. Talking about 256 in the white. Just her ability to knock down the shot. You know, when a lot of people, you call them shooters, and she's one of the best, if not the best shooter in the country. And she's really proved that in the skill sessions as well as the half-court sessions yesterday. You know, was in here getting shots up early. You know, really working on her game with Christian Simmons. That's at We Work Hoops on Twitter and Instagram, as well as Adrian Penland. So look for her to be able to knock it down all day here today.
And when it comes to the Gym Rats name, it's not just the name of the travel program. She really is one that is going to take advantage of any extra workout opportunity at any camp she's at. Check Me Out Showcase in Seattle. She was there 6 a.m. Workouts with James Parker there, a member of the staff there, and then getting extra work in here at EBA All-American Camp as well. So putting the work in, and we've been able to see the results there in that shooting performance there in the EYBL and throughout the course of this year as Starks is tied up there with number 82, Alicia Jenkins. Starks slow to get up. Starks in a little bit of pain as she limps off, but one of the toughest players you'll find here in the field. Tolley on a mission inside. Can't get it to go. Under the 10-minute mark now here in the first half. Three from the corner. Count that one for number 49, Catherine Forey. Ariel Scott follows that cab and answers right back. 4. Scott with the rebound. Spread a little thin on the defensive end there was Team Black. Got the contest on the jumper, but nobody boxes out Bree Tolley. And Tolley with the rebound and the lay-in. Makes it 8-4 now in favor of Team White. Here's Caitlin Gilbert. Had Anaya Peoples, her best choice running mate in the game prior to this one. Talked about Gilbert, and here she is on screen in this one, earning a trip to the free throw line. While they have different parts of their game that makes it distinct, provides some distinction there when it comes to Gilbert and Peoples, but they do a lot of the same things well there for best choice. You see Gilbert rebound. Good cut and finish inside Kennedy Roberts-Rosser. Tied up at 8 apiece. Scott looking for Tolley. Caitlin Gilbert way too long to let that pass make it in. Tips it out there over towards Stephen Peck, Kyle Moore, and Jonathan Hemingway. They're over towards the scores table location. Scott gonna dial it up.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Good activity, anticipation there in the passing lanes for Roberts-Rosser. Having that wingspan that she has also helps in those types of scenarios. Couldn't keep it in bounds. Tolley with a strong drive. Good finish there.
You know, sometimes you just got to put your shoulder and head down and attack the rim like she did right there.
And what I like about it is that she was in a great position to rebound it had it missed. Good activity on the offensive glass for Tolley. Ariel Scott with another triple. Her second of the first half. Foul on the play. Foul on the play as we take a look at that last triple there by Scott, a good 4 feet behind the line. All she has to do is turn around. She wants to grab a cup of Gatorade after that shot, but where it's released from. Tickles the twine and makes it a 5-point game in the process. Team White leading. Thompson has it now. Over to Scott. Scott off the mark. Tolley with the rebound. Too easy inside. You got some players with length. And Gilbert and Kennedy Roberts-Rosser, they've been battling inside with Tolly, but it's going to be hard to find a player that's going to run and contend with Tolly inside. Just looking at the personnel on the floor right now. But both Gilbert and Roberts-Rosser have enough strength and reach to at least make Tolly work for it. She's just shown she's had no problem doing that so far. This time it's the jumper.
Scoring from Hoover so far in this first half.
Not sure if coach or program director for CFE, Al Lahner, made the trip to ATL this time. If not, he might be tuning in. But Tolly representing CFE well so far in this one. And again, with Coach Honor, he had a stretch in July where it seemed like he was in Atlanta for a week, 2 weeks at a time, or every other week. So you could probably see him staying put in the Sunshine State here this weekend. Nine-point game in favor of Team White as we come up on the final 3 minutes of the first half. Good shot there, catch and shoot by Kennedy Roberts-Rosser. Denied inside.
Oh yeah, ain't that? Hey, she got your back. Hey, she got
Offensive
your back.
rebound.
Good pass.
And the bucket put back in, believe that was number 266, Courtney Whitson.
Good pass. Oh, grab that. Good call,
Starks calling for it, deep.
It's okay, here we go.
Like that from Starks there. Great player on the inside, and she can knock that jumper down. Took that one with confidence, and even though you can hear Brandon Clay in the background in the distance saying, hey, you know, take a step in or two, still something that's within her range and a shot that she can knock down. Wide open look to Scott. Scott, was that a look off towards Brandon Mayweather? was that a jumper, putting the gun in the holster, and just you know, a confident yet humble look over towards Coach Mayweather on the opposing side?
That's what it looked like. I mean, and when you shoot it like that, you have the right to do that type of stuff.
Hey, Starks, you have one more.
We take another look at it.
75 had it. One more
Pushing
there.
it, and the pass there by Courtney Whitson. Something about that Gatorade cooler. Scott's been a foot or two
All right, now, be smart. Let's go.
within the cooler there on her last couple triples. Take by Gilbert, can't get it to go. Final minute. Gets it to Scott. Scott thought about stopping and popping, and she'll get it to Starks. Starks, meat and potatoes move inside. Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. Here's Starks inside. Like Alexis Starks' physicality, man. And you're being able to see it in the Buckeye State Memorial Day weekend. Very deliberate. Move inside. Inadvertent bump there going back down the court. 12-point game. Starks earns a trip to the line. Rebound by Gilbert. over the course of that travel season, you know, aside from their ability to score and defend on the perimeter, Gilbert and Peoples for best choice do such a great job of rebounding the ball.
Yeah, I mean, when you have your perimeter players rebound that way, it makes you so tough to defeat. As you see Gilbert there show why she's such a talented player. You know, one of the top 20 ranked players in the country in her class, ability to be able to put it on the floor, create her own shot. So her and Scott are having a great matchup here so far in the first half.
So that will do it for the first half. Thanks for joining us on SUVtv for EBA All-American Camp. Caitlin Gilbert, thanks you as well. Good defense, better offense as we wrap up the first half. We'll be right back.
You know, right before we came on the broadcast, Brandon Clay was just talking to Gilbert about, you know, you got to shoot the ball. And when you're a player of that nature and that talented as Gilbert is on the offensive end, you can't turn down shots or ability to create.
But yeah, to echo Brandon's sentiments when it comes to Gilbert, I think both her and Peoples do a good job of picking their spots on when to attack but playing good team ball. But you would like to see her be more aggressive because at the end of the day, you got a flurry of points that you got to account for or answer to when it comes to Scott knocking down triples. Alexis Starks had a good first half. They got Brashawn Tolley involved, so you can't go too many possessions where you're not able to answer those buckets, because even if you're playing great defense, it's going to be tough to keep that collection of players from scoring. At some point, you got to be able to score with them. And Gilbert being aggressive is going to be a big part of that.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, on the offensive end, whether you're a top 50 player in the country or, you know, a player that's still trying to get your name out there, you can't be afraid to shoot the ball, you know, but you got to put that work in the gym like Gilbert has. You see her there handling the ball, and even though a shot didn't fall, but you've got to always be an offensive threat every time down the floor. You know, we talked about that in the Game 1 broadcast about, you know, you got to be able to guard at the collegiate level. On the offensive end at the collegiate level, you have to be a threat. You know, you don't want to be the one where they're calling, you know, in guys basketball, paint man. Or they reverse close out on you because they know you're not going to shoot the ball. So it's a little bit different than at the high school level. You know, the college coach, that's all they do all day long. So they're scouting. They know every play that you run. They know every tendency that you have on offense. So you have to always be a threat.
Great pass inside there by Michaela Thompson. And Alexis Starks with the lay-in. Gilbert, aggressive take. We'll put her at the free throw line. Gets that free throw to go. Ball lost out of play there by Thompson. Gilbert with the pass, can't get the shot to go. They box out, and Tolly comes away with the rebound. Denied by Alicia Jenkins. Jenkins trying to turn up the pressure, and Tolly finds Scott. Scott being guarded by Robert Rosser, moving her feet and those arms. As Scott earns a trip to the charity stripe. Scott can't get the free throw to go. Rebound by Gilbert. Gilbert gets tripped up. No foul call. Going to the deck to get it is Alicia Jenkins, as she's tied up with Michaela Thompson. Good job of running the floor by Alexis Starks, as she connects again after another Michaela Thompson assist. There's Gilbert. Gilbert turning the corner. Now she'll kick it out. That's a good look from three. Long rebound. And Team Black will get another opportunity. There's Kennedy Roberts Rosser. Chance to take advantage of the 1-for-2 free throw opportunity.
Nice finish.
That's 266, Courtney Whitson. Gilbert got back, hand up. Whitson still able to finish. Well, he definitely could have had better spacing there. Roberts Rosser was trying to go to work. You had Alicia Jenkins right there. Might have had a little bit more room to make that move. If they were able to let Jenkins clear out. But water under the bridge now. Turnover, 15-26. Team White still leading. Good take. Back-to-back buckets for Courtney Whitson. This time it's off the dribble. Pushing the lead to 13. Wide open look for Gilbert. Making good use of the elbow. Whitson, 3 straight buckets.
Really like how Scott pushed it up the floor. You know, she's been having herself such a day from the three-point range. A lot of times players are hesitant to give that ball up. But just great job, unselfish play there, pitching up the floor for the bucket.
No hesitation there. Pass ahead, power dribble, and a lay-in there by Whitson. Lead now 13 points. Shot off the mark, Scott. Banging inside.
Meadow Creek, any number of people that we played that year and got blasted. Amber Holt, Sarita Triggs. When I started doing that, just on the press. All right, maybe something good will happen.
Scott had gotten that rebound there. She's matched up on the inside with Alicia Jenkins. Tolly and Jenkins collide. And good sequence there for Jenkins. Is matched up against Scott. Had a good box out. Scott was still able to get that rebound somehow. But then Jenkins comes right back and helps draw the offensive foul. Caitlin Gilbert starting to open up a little bit. Good mid-range jump shot. I believe that one was just inside the line. We'll take a look at the replay in a second. She's knocked down her last few jumpers. Tolly answers right back though. Good cut. And a nice pass there by Blakely Shurik. They can't get the shot to go, and now it's a 13-point contest with Scott. Good find by Scott initially. 258, brings it in, drops it off to Whitson. 258 is Elena Ford. And it's Whitson that ends up getting the lay-in. Good teamwork here, good composure there by Scott. Didn't rush it, knew somebody was going to be open. Her pass leads to a pass. It's laid in by Whitson. Whitson's got 8 points just over the past few minutes alone.
Great job by the white team just keying in on Gilbert everywhere, talking on defense.
Stolen by Whitson. Got Gilbert contesting. Whitson, good pass inside. Like that agility and footwork shown in there by number 258. Again, that's Elena Ford being in the mix for another nice play. Take a look at that via the replay. You like when your players can run the floor, but she's catching that in traffic, able to spin, good footwork, and most importantly, the finish. That's good work there by Elena Ford. Ford, mouse in the house. Tolly with the feed. Back-to-back buckets for Elena Ford.
Really big fan of Ford's game, you know, out of Chattahoochee High School here in the Metro Atlanta area. Does a great job of scoring both inside, you know, you're going to see her here. She does a great job. She can shoot it from the elbow, does a lot of things, rebounds it well. Can really seal her defender off to get easy buckets. You know, if you want to see more about her, a lot of college coaches, you know, have been following her on peachstatebasketball.com as you see the lob to her inside, not able to finish, but just does a lot of things on the offensive end to get easy buckets.
Team White just all over the offensive glass. As it's Tolly able to get that one. You look at Tolly, Ford, and Starks. Then you got Whitson and Scott out there with you. I mean, they just played a very efficient game together. It hasn't just been, you know, Scott hoisting a bunch of threes. She's got a handful of them, but it's just all around. It's inside and outside. It's players like Courtney Whitson playing strong and finishing inside. You look at Whitson, Tolly, and Ford. You got 3 players on the floor that whenever they've given them opportunities to finish, they're around the rim. They've done so for the most part. And in the past few minutes, I can't remember them not taking advantage of an opportunity to score inside. And just like that, 21-point advantage.
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is.
Scott able to take the contact and finish.
Hey, who are we?
A box out and rebound by Katie Williamson, number 75. Tolly able to score that, even though Catherine Forey is trying to get the steal. Gilbert will have a seat. Blakely Sherrick will come in.
Lock up. Go.
Starks goes opposite the screen. Tried to wrap that pass around to Thompson. It's knocked out of play. Another and one for Scott.
Hey, lock up. Lock up. Uh-huh.
Starks and Jenkins tied up there. Starks offensive rebound and creating space inside. I mean, that's what she's been doing all game. And that will conclude this game. Appreciate you joining us here for EBA All-American Count. Eating glass inside. Steady dosage of it throughout this game is Alexis Starks.